Oh. Oh my.
Welcome back.
Hi guys.
Time number 3.
Okay, so remember when I said surprise product instead of cigars? What could it be? Surprise, it could be pipes.
It could be pipes. It could
I'm
be.
looking at that. That's not real time. This is real time. Over here, on this side.
I
decided to move it over here so that way when we look at the screen, we're looking at the camera too. Okay. Before we pipe it up, we have a drink.
But do you?
That we're going to drink.
We are.
And we're going to taste it, and then we're going to show you the how it's made video.
Are we trying it before we tell them what it is?
Yes. Oh.
That's magnificent.
Yeah. So the flavors are a little bit different if we had done the float right.
Sure.
But we didn't, but hey. Okay,
I get why it's called a sour.
Mm-hmm.
But you can sour. You can tell it's from the wine and the juice, though, so it's not like that nasty beer sour.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm getting the video off the phone. Load, you whore. Duck, you fool.
Duck, you fool.
Okay. So we're just gonna...
What is that from? Oh.
Yeah, that was from...
Boy.
Yeah. Okay, so where did I put... Oh, I'll just move it.
Well, do we want to just add the video onto the channel later and just talk about what we did? It's up to you.
That doesn't make any sense.
No,
because, we always did the porn and stuff before, so why not...
Before, my hoe.
Okay, but anyways, the video is loading.
It is.
I will also...
He will.
Take the picture of the... I'll also add the picture of the... Actually, can I open it up? Okay, so here's a picture of what this is supposed to look like.
Okay. Of what the thing is.
Yeah, so we're going to do... Turn on the display capture.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh, never mind. We'll show you the picture in a second. It can't be opened right now because the requested resource is in use.
I just had half a heart attack watching you do that.
What?
Look how many times we're on there.
Oh. Yeah.
That's an infinite number of Sean's.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it great?
Oh, sure.
Okay. So, anyways, we are doing pipes today with Sea Dog by... It's abbreviated to C and D, but I forget the name of the actual company. Like Cornell and Diehl or something like that.
Sea Biscuit Diaries? I'm going with no. You're not giving me any feedback. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know it. I don't know it. But anyways, we will pack our pipes.
Peeps. Oh!
Wow.
All right.
Okay. I need to move it to a different hard drive.
We're good at planning things ahead.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting this to happen. So we'll go here. Whoa. That's pretty crazy.
It's terrifying to watch. We're just moving
yeah,
files.
we'll just put it in here.
But look, there it is.
Copy that over. And copy that over. Okay.
Look, there it is.
So now we'll open this up. There we go. Okay. So we'll drag this over. Okay, and we'll switch for just a second. There's what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. That's how I floated it before, back when I was good a couple days ago. And then, so we'll bring that back over. And it's copying significantly faster than what it was. So what we'll do is we'll play the video, and we'll shut up during it while we pack our pipes. That sounds like a good idea to me.
It does, but the length of this video.
Yes?
So full transparency, we just kind of recorded it a minute ago.
Yeah.
And because of that, it has not been edited.
I didn't have time to edit it.
Well, obviously not. We walked right in here.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you edited it on the way, which would be impressive.
Yeah. I mean, we started 3 minutes late as it is. That is so good.
Well,
although I'm starting to wish I'd used a chilled coupe instead of a rocks glass with rocks.
You're getting a lot of the water like I am.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not bad diluted, but I don't know. I think it messes up the flavor a bit too much.
We're diluting it with Richmond water.
Okay, and so now we will open this up, and we'll go chicka chicka.
Oh.
And then as soon as VLC opens up. As soon as VLC opens up. Freaking VLC! Hey, VLC, there we go.
Look,
Okay,
it's me
now
twice.
you're just now audible. You had water.
I had water.
Okay.
No, I don't have water.
So
Look how tired I am.
this is our very
We will
extremely
pack our
professional
pipes.
cocktail setup. So here's the deal that you don't know.
You don't know.
You're going to make yours, and I'm going to make mine.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you how it's made.
Are you gonna tell me how it's made? Or
No,
am I
I'm
gonna guess
talking.
how it's made? Either one would be hilarious.
Okay, no, I'll tell you how it's made, and I'll give you some options besides
Great
the
TV show, by
other
the
thing.
way.
Yes, it is. It is. I love it. Science Channel, Discovery Channel,
Oh,
whatever.
beautiful.
It's something owned by BBC.
Probably.
Okay, so
There's limes and lemons. That's the first step
Yes.
here.
so
Both of these things.
these are the mandatory ingredients:
Mandalorian ingredients.
2 ounces of whiskey,
Whiskey.
1 ounce of simple syrup.
Probably this.
That's it. Yes. 1 ounce of lemon juice, which, as it turns out, we're not going to measure the lemon juice. As it turns out,
Lemon!
an average sized lemon generally has about 2 ounces of juice,
Half a lemon.
so half a lemon.
I'm really good at math.
Yes. And then, and then besides the wine float on top, those are the required ingredients.
The required ones. That sounds like we're gonna put more ingredients. Why have you said this?
No, I'm letting you know optional ingredients. I don't know if I'm going to add them to mine yet,
Okay.
and I'll let you know if you want to add them to yours. Or no,
Okay.
you let me know if you want to add them to yours.
I'll let everyone know.
I'll let you know if you want to add them
I'll
to yours.
let you know if you want to.
Okay. There's also, neither of these are traditional in it.
But they
Aromatic bitters and orange bitters.
What are the orange bitters?
The one that is yellow in color.
Beautiful. I love
And
it.
also, potentially in the fridge.
Potentially in the fridge.
Well,
We're not sure if it's there or not.
It is in the fridge. Another thing that can be added to this cocktail is 1 egg white.
Oof. I mean, okay.
No, I don't know if I'm going to add mine. It makes it frothy. It gives it a slightly eggy taste and it makes it frothy.
I love that your biggest concern is the frothiness, not the actual egg in
Well,
your drink.
2 things. One,
3 things, definitely.
Okay. The first thing is these are our eggs from our chickens. So you know they're okay.
I'm aware
And
of that.
also, there's a lot of alcohol
There's a
in
lot
this.
of alcohol.
So,
This is an alcoholic beverage.
salmonella can't survive in bourbon, as it turns out.
Well, cracking on.
Okay.
I'm probably going to avoid the egg white.
Okay. Yeah, I think we'll make them close to the same. So if you're not gonna do egg white, I probably won't either.
Let's
I'm gonna
avoid
make
the
one
egg
with egg white
whites.
later. Okay.
I'll
So
egg white you later.
you may make yours first.
I may.
Ice is in the fridge. There's large cubes.
Ice is in the fridge. It's
Freezer.
running water by now.
Ice is in the freezer.
Here's the ice he had in the fridge.
It's imported ice.
Sean, we have ice at home. The ice at home.
There's ice in the freezer. There's small cubes in the small cuber, big cubes in the big cuber, and
Well,
for
for shaking purposes, I will be using small cubes.
okay. And then there's also clear cubes, likely for your glass. Now, you have 2 options for glasses. You can put a clear cube in a double rocks glass and pour the drink over that, and then add your wine float, or you can use a chilled coupe.
I will opt for the ice in the glass.
Okay.
First of all, is this Richmond City water ice I'm about to have?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes. All the ice is tap water.
So this is worth mentioning that we both live in the same city, and there's plenty of chlorine to go around in this water.
Lots of it.
Plenty.
It kills the bacteria.
Kills it right dead. Okay.
Me too.
So here's the shaker. Are we just? I'm assuming it just all goes together, and we're gonna put the
Yes.
juice in here as well. The wine flow goes after we add all the juice and everything.
Correct.
Where's your cutting board? Or is this table the whole cutting board?
Just cut on the table.
What a bunch of savages.
We have cutting boards, but why bother using them for just cutting a single lemon?
Single lemon. I've cut a single lemon.
All right.
That poor lemon. Now we both have a lemon.
Now, juice 1/2 lemon.
Oh, you have a. I just saw a juicer for such things. Where was it? Oh. Oh, this isn't what I was talking about. You
This
gotta-
then this
that's
one.
what I was
I
talking
also have a reamer, but I don't know.
That'll be me later. Anyways, okay. I've never used a juicer like this.
Face down?
Is this face down?
No, it's face up.
Was this the face?
There you go. Yes.
Hey, look at this face.
All right.
This is a face only another lemon could love. This is gonna end. We're gonna do this over the sink. This is gonna end hilariously.
Okay.
Oh no, it's got a spot.
Yeah, I know.
Well, shut up. I'm seeing it doesn't work. Gosh.
Squeeze it slowly. It can spurt out the sides if you squeeze too fast.
I'm squeezing at a moderate pace.
Okay. We'll see if it spurts. A tiny bit of spurtage.
Well, that was already there. That's from cutting the lemon.
Oh.
We're gonna go ahead and
It's good
unmute
fresh lemon
ourselves,
juice.
'cause it's the freshest. Oh,
Good
I'm
lord.
literally squeezing it right now.
Because we might as
Yeah.
well talk out loud. while we're
You
talking
just
out loud.
watched me squeeze
About us.
That's as fresh as
I
it
have
is.
short-term memory loss.
Where did this come from? This looks exactly like an orange, which would not be terrible. Oh.
It's nice and crazy.
Why?
This would be a cool float, wouldn't it?
Is it prolapse lemon?
I would also like to point out
trash can.
that I threw both those lemons away.
Prolapses again.
I missed
That
the trash
is,
can with both of them.
I did not know that.
That's
No,
more than an
I
ounce,
haven't.
my guy.
No, you just have a small shaker tin.
I know exactly how large the shaker tin is. I'm holding it. I have an exact size ratio on this tin. Okay, this is what you're measuring for that stuff.
Okay, so you have
Watch
to
us
struggle
you have to
opening
fairly
this
well
bottle.
top this off to get 2
Because
ounces in
we,
the jigger.
uh,
This one you don't
We
have to
suck
fill
at
up
bottles.
all the way 100% to the max to get 2 ounces.
I don't.
Although I
up
would
to
like
you.
to point
I
out
will
that
use this one. I'm already holding it.
once
Okay.
I got to the bottle,
He already held everything.
it opened pretty
And-
quickly.
Well, I'll just. I want
Would you like a thing?
that I
Oh,
broke
well,
it.
yes, please.
You did.
I hope it's dirty.
Yeah.
It is not. I washed it yesterday.
I watched it only this yesterday. So this says 1.5.
But I
ounces
have
here. I'll
wine
look through it.
corks.
There's a
and
mark
wine
that says
corkers,
1.5
so we're
ounces,
gonna
but you fill it
put
pretty much to
brand
the
new
top.
cork
and It's
in it.
2 ounces. It's a 2 ounce jigger.
So
About there, yeah. That's close enough.
I actually love this.
hmm And that one's actually rolled over on the edges, so it's not likely to spill.
Yeah, I saw that and I got very excited. That's the reason why I liked it. To be honest. So there we've added the alcohol.
Also, I'm going to pause the video for just a second to make a statement.
Make a statement.
In case you guys haven't noticed yet, just in case, I assume you have noticed, but in case you haven't, I would just like to point out that I am exponentially more autistic than he is,
It's true.
and that's my excuse.
For which part?
Everything.
Okay.
Me.
Okay.
That's my excuse for me.
Continue.
Please excuse me.
Now you need 1 ounce of simple syrup.
1 ounce of simple syrup.
1 ounce of simple.
I'm going to enjoy
Okay,
this.
hold
That's
on.
a lot of simple syrup.
Yeah. I
It's a
take
diabetic
that back. A half ounce of this simple syrup
Okay.
because it's rich simple syrup. So
Okay.
it has 1/2 ounce has the same sugar as 1 ounce.
Is there
Okay, I'm going to pause this real quick. What's your opinion of that?
Opinion
It's-
of what? About half an ounce being half of an
No,
ounce?
these you just tasted again with this.
Let's do
these
that.
together. It's I expected it to taste a lot more sweet. It does not.
It is not.
It tastes a bit more sour, and it's. I taste it more on the back of my tongue as if it were bitter, but it doesn't taste bitter to me. It's almost like a back of the tongue throaty taste. It's I don't know how to describe it. I
Well,
taste.
I'll agree with that because all your sour sensors are actually on the back of your tongue, back in middle area.
You know what it tastes like now? I'm tasting less of the wine. I never tasted the bourbon, at least not much.
Okay.
As I'm tasting less of the wine, it kind of tastes like a slightly fruity lemonade now.
That's good. I'll give you that.
Mhm.
A very alcoholic lemonade. Before you hit play, let's talk about what we've done here a little bit. Then we can finish this ridiculous video. So we went ahead and got our pipes loaded, which is just a boring process. It's more boring than this because at least through this we're talking. You can't really talk through the pipes as much. So we just packed it with the loose tobacco, and then we lit it on fire, and now we're smoking it. That's about as far as it goes. I have a very different opinion of this tobacco than you do because I'm getting so little flavor out of it.
This is one of my favorites. Maybe we should have went with the Capstan Navy Blue. It's
Fighty.
so I like it. It's good. I'm the only person who thinks it smells like Fig Newtons.
This right here?
No, the Capstan.
Oh,
We're talking about the Capstan since that's what we mentioned. But the only reason why I actually bought it is because it's what J.R. Tolkien smoked. Only reason why I bought it, but it is good and I like it.
would you buy me?
The same.
No, I was about to say before
That's why I bought it.
Before
for
I started talking about it, I want to say that I have the same stuff at home. I think it smells like raisins.
I mean,
Fig Newtons, I know.
yeah, dried-ish ishy fruit. I mean,
Ishy fruit.
really, what's the difference between
Ishy
a
fruit.
a fig and a grape anyway?
What's the difference between a fig and a Newton?
I don't know, because I don't think they grow figs in Newton, do they?
Do they grow Newton figs? There's the difference.
They have neutrons in figs.
Oh.
Jimmy neutrons.
No.
Question.
Answer.
I already committed to this, but if I was forced to draw a bush and
Okay.
then asked to name it,
Yes.
should its name be Bush, James Bush, or should its name be Roger the Shrubbery?
So first of all, I'm assuming that was one word. Bush. James Bush.
Yes.
But its middle name is Bush. No, its last name is Bush.
Its first name is
It's
Bush.
Bush.
Its middle name is James. So it's Bush.
James Bush. First
Yes.
of all, that probably. You could name it Roger the Shrub.
Mhm.
I'd accept that answer.
I said Roger the Shrubbery. was
I
my
know, but I would
alternate.
accept Roger the Shrub.
Okay.
I don't think he'd be a shrubbery at that point.
Okay.
5-ounce marker on here. I know so many things. First of all,
It's true.
Trump the master of it.
Whiskey.
whiskey.
Whiskey. Ugh. It's better than Jizgy, I guess.
Only slightly. It's a lot better.
I came to the
Okay,
realization
let's
that
hang.
rather than just-
All right.
There are lots of stuffs in here.
Mhm.
All right, so I'm gonna get let's do a couple 3 cubes.
A couple 3, so 6.
Honestly, I've never had
Couple
it.
3, yeah, that's total of 6.
Okay.
I haven't used an ice tray in
Years.
years. Actually, that is the correct answer. It's been years. Let's just do 3. I don't really want to overpopulate.
Ice
Okay.
water is so much.
I have
more
no
And
technique.
shake. Okay. Just make sure you don't spill it.
What?
And shake until
Or
the
the
glass,
Southwest.
until the
Oh.
shaker is frosty on the
Oh, no,
outside.
not because of the
And
water.
what is already
It's because
starting
then
to
you get
get
ass water.
just slightly. But it's
Okay.
about all that I want.
It sounds pretty
Okay.
bad.
Now put a clear cube in your rocks glass.
And these are on the right side, correct?
Yes.
Look at this clear cube. That's a giant cube.
Yeah, you want a giant cube.
I want one this big.
Yes, you
Mother
do.
of God.
That's not a lot of stuff in there, and that's a 6.5 or 8 ounce
You sure
glass.
I don't want a half the one that's
Put
one
it-
half the size?
That's the one I use.
All right. These are your things. All right. Moe's excrement.
All right.
Oh, that looks fantastic.
Now pour the wine over the back of the bar spoon.
You know what we should have done?
Yeah, is open the wine first.
Open the wine first.
Okay. Well,
He was
I have the bottle opener in here, so
You do.
at least we can listen to the sound.
We can, in fact, listen to the sound.
Now, see, me personally, I would have left the wine
Yeah,
sitting
let's
and
just skip. This is a
Skip
bit-
ahead of it, brother.
let use the tape. Here, hold this Camilla.
Anything where I am holding the camera.
Okay.
Okay.
Back.
Now,
Look, we did a
put
perfect
you might
job.
want to put the
It took
pour
no
in the
time.
wine bottle
No, like just like that.
from the whiskey bottle.
The
Take
power
the
of
pour
that.
out and put it in the.
Oh, never
This
mind.
is
There's
right
more
here.
to skip.
Oh yeah, well obviously.
You
The
rinsing away
spoot.
the
Oh, maybe
stuff.
this was my wife.
Mhm.
And her.
Tell you about my
Which
wife.
should not considering the amount before you say anything.
Mhm.
But still,
Let's
I'm
see.
having camera evidence of me doing the right thing.
I don't
Which,
think
let's be honest, she's not gonna watch it anyway.
So I just want a bit of, I just
Okay.
want evidence. It's
Tilt
this way.
No, over the back. Tilt it
That's
upwards so it doesn't run down the spoon.
So this, what's about to happen?
If you put it closer to there,
I'm gonna hurt you.
and if you do it right, it will form a float of wine over the top.
I'll say this is wrong.
Oh.
And that's okay. Okay, so I mean, I like that mixy look effect though.
It looks like something.
Okay,
it does.
I'm never wrong.
I didn't want to lick it.
and that's yours. Okay, now I shall make mine.
Okay. All right. Yes. Well,
Okay,
I am a terrible videographer.
excellent.
Excrement.
We'll set yours off to the side. Here.
Please do. That's going to be so watery by the time I get to it.
Nah.
I was right.
So, did you really use your own tin for this?
Yeah.
What a douche.
I was right again.
I'm dying.
100%.
By
getting
the plastic stuck in the thing.
There we go.
That was a terrible sound. That was the worst sound we've ever made here. That was it. Oh.
2 ounces
Whiskey.
of whiskey.
Whoever this ghee guy is.
I'm even fatter than I thought.
Ghee guy.
Same, though.
It's you, you're the geek guy.
Oh, I
Yeah.
ain't got things.
That's actually a Naruto reference, but also jokes.
Okay.
Oh,
Either way, if I wasn't before, I am now.
Also, 420 blaze it.
You did that twice as fast as I did after telling me not to be fast.
Well,
I abhor you.
I guess it is 420.
When I said fast, I meant.
You said 420 blazing. I wasn't paying attention.
When I said fast, I meant. Sean Moberly.
You heard what I said.
Which one?
Obviously, you just quoted me.
There's our second prolapse lemon.
I missed.
You missed the prolapse lemon.
I did.
I love that you have the elder sign on the back of whatever this thing is over there.
Yeah, it's cool. 1/2 Oz. Rich simple syrup.
That's the richest. The Britlist and the illest.
Sixpence none the richest.
The Thrilla and the Manila.
that?
What's the box in there?
Simple syrup. Okay.
The Thriller Manila.
Now what do
What's
I
the
need?
box in there?
Ice.
Ice, baby.
Yes.
Look left. Look, there's ice.
I don't want that ice.
Well, put it back in the fridge. You
It's on
monster.
the T-shirt.
Lucha's a
Ice.
great band, by the way.
Ice, baby.
So this cubes are hilarious.
Yes.
Not to be confused with hill areas.
So,
Good Lord God.
1 whole cube.
That's several whole cubes. Are you putting
It's just
2 of
one,
those
in
in there? You're a monster.
And 1 cracked cube.
How do you have a wife?
Who knows, really? It's okay, it went into the crock pot.
Oh, well, in that case. You absolute monster. I'll say, I'm definitely making a gif of this later.
Do it. I will pay no money.
Yours
to
is
see that
much
gif.
more pro looking so far until this part.
Yeah, I'm really bad at getting the...
Getting it off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, again.
I just can't seem to get it off.
Gross. It's gross.
2 jokes. Both of them are
But
like.
I think I'll use the... Nah. I'll use the chill. I'll use the cube.
Well, they look nice. I will say that. They look fantastic
Should've
being
went
all
with my
not
gut.
right.
I should have gone with the chill
Yeah,
coop.
It's one of the reasons why I like the homemade cubes, because they're all
Never go
jangly.
against your gut.
Oh.
Always use the chill
okay.
coop if you got one.
We're now pouring the drink
haven't
through the
chilled
elder
too.
sign. Homage to the gods and such. Most
That's
of
more
the
of a
old ones.
Jewish elder sign.
It really is.
Sean is still winded from his mixing ordeal.
I am.
You were.
I've mixed too much.
Which I would have been had I have actually done it properly. But I was not, so I am not.
I'm too out of shape to be a mixologist.
It's also
I've never heard anyone say that in my entire life.
I
Also,
said it just
probably
now.
because it's not true. You know you can push that in even further?
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
I'm-
It's already sealed.
If you spill it, it will be funny.
I was still right. It didn't happen.
You have also failed, so I feel slightly better.
Yeah.
You're putting in more than I did. I don't care about this, I'm just saying.
I cared about it.
Ah.
I just didn't want to admit it.
It looked good before. We'll show them the
Well,
picture.
he cared about
picture.
his wine
Yes.
that he purchased. He didn't want me to use the extra quarter ounce.
The picture of the one I made the other day when testing this out, it was downright nice.
It was downright nice.
Downright aesthetically pleasing.
Aesthetic.
And I will recork this after we do the show.
Okay. Is it time to stop?
It's time to stop.
It's time to stop!
It's time to stop.
And then we stopped.
Then
Okay.
I wasn't fast enough on the draw to switch over.
Okay. Do you want to make us regular sized again?
I did.
Is that not us?
This is the preview. This
What
is the,
hell?
hey, look, preview program.
I know several things.
I'm gonna drag this back over so when we look at the screen, we're looking at the camera lap.
Okay. So now that we're back here, so you saw us make the drinks. We talked over it because, frankly, we're boring. So we have the whiskey in here. We have the simple syrup in here. You're boring. Gee, Alfred. I know I'm not the wittiest of cucumbers. So we have.
Childhood.
So we have whiskey in here. We have simple syrup in here. We have wine in here, and we have ice in here. Shocker, I know.
Mm-hmm. And lemon
So,
juice.
It now looks like this, which I can't help but notice. We trying to try the whiskey every different way, but I can't help but notice this is probably the worst pairing of
Yeah.
all time.
Yeah, it's not good.
No, it's a terrible idea. Well, it's a great idea, but it's a terrible idea.
Yeah. I know how to make it better.
Do you?
Mhm.
Are you going to share this forbidden knowledge?
By better, I mean significantly worse, probably.
Yeah. That is hands down the most erotic thing I've seen all day.
I mean, it's like 7:30. So I
Still.
mean,
Stamp,
it's the
stamp,
most
stamp, stamp.
autoerotic thing I've seen all day.
Oh.
What can I say? I turned myself on.
Ah, gross. Serenity told me a riddle the other day, and I wasn't ready for her to do it, and it was amazing.
Yes.
She did the teeth riddle about the horses. The whole thing.
I don't think I know it.
30 white horses on a red hill.
Oh, that one.
First
Yeah.
they champ, then they stamp, then they stand still.
How did she know it?
I don't know. I'm assuming school. She goes to school, you know, as a student.
I sure don't. That's for losers.
Well,
I say that as a joke. But any person my age who is attending her school would be a loser.
if you were your age and you were in first grade, yeah, I'd say you were probably failing.
Unless I just came from like a freaka or something.
I just came from college.
Really?
Mhm.
Thought you were done with all that.
Well, you know. I'm going back to school just so you have to call me doctor.
But you're going back for a master's degree.
No, I'm just jumping right over that.
Okay. But anyways, this is Sea
Okay.
Dog. We said that it's a very. It just tastes like. Yeah, I know yours is longer.
No one said anything. Yours is darker, so you know. Win-win.
Actually, no, if we're just getting into semantics here, these are both mine, so you'd have to combine them. So there we go. That's
and
me.
And I have none.
Okay, so he actually does have a pipe, but we were too ashamed to have it on camera because I made it.
I wasn't ashamed. You were ashamed.
And so yeah, this just tastes. It just tastes like Patago.
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 And that was me being accidentally dyslexic. Accidentally dyslexic several months ago, and now that's what I say because Patago.
I think he means tobacco.
Pythagoras.
Oh. Me.
Yeah, that's you. You're Pythagoras.
I'm Pythagoras.
Now I need to scroll down so we can.
So we're doing another thing.
Yeah.
Another thing.
Okay, so the other thing that we are doing. So I didn't think of anything to do right off. I mean, you can peek
has,
around
though?
and say, "Hey, look, we have a we have something." You can look and say, "Oh, look, there's something that I'd like to do," and you have that option if you wish. Also, though, I would like to talk about two things before.
Hit me with both of them.
Okay. They're both childhood games because that's what we tend to talk about.
It's true.
And I'm gonna have you start off on the talking about this, and I may interject. The two things we're about to talk about, and you can choose which one you talk about first,
All right.
is King's Quest Volume 8, Mask of Eternity, and Yendorian Tales Chapter 2, Book 3, Tyrants of Thane.
We'll quickly talk about Yendorian Tales because do you have a screen grab of that by any chance? You can. Well, I'll talk about it while you're looking for it. So this is a game that you were much more into than I was. And it's worth mentioning that I love Yendorian Tales. It's a very, very old turn-based, technically.
It is
RPG.
100% turn-based.
Yeah. So and there was a definitive skill tree, correct?
Yes. Kind of.
Technically.
There was like
A very primitive 1990s skill tree.
yeah, it was like you there were magic abilities that magic users would get, but it was you would get this at a certain level. And once you had this class and turned this level, you got these magic abilities. If you were another class, when you hit that level, you got a different magic ability. Besides that, you just got better at fighting or whatever, had more health, got more carry capacity, things like that. And then you had so many skill points to use every time you leveled up that were based on your charisma. And then you added those to, your... you had points, and you could increase your basic scores like strength, endurance, charisma, things like that. But you could also add those instead of to your sub skills like lockpicking, bartering, usage of pole arms, usage of blades, magic using, things like that.
And it's worth mentioning this game. It was similar in. It is a POV RPG, and you had a team of 4. You could diversify, and as you went around finding items and people to talk to, you were also monsters. But instead of like an RPG, like you think of being in a turn-based RPG where you see your characters here and the other characters here, a la Final Fantasy, it was a POV. So you were staring at the things you were trying to do from your character's point of view, which is really advanced for its time, if we're being honest.
Mm-hmm. It was really cool.
This game was fantastic for its time. This would have been coming out around the same time as Daggerfall.
Around the same time, I believe 94 or 95 is when the game was released.
So using the same technology, possibly the same engine as the very, very first Elder Scrolls game. Same concept. Aha, here it is.
Yep.
Who's this
So
douche?
I'll change the speed to. This is the only one I could find was mine. 1.75 speed, not quite double speed. And we'll cut over just so you can see the.
Jeez, I hope I don't have to hear this douche talk.
I turned the volume off.
So this is what it looks like. It's moving very quick, but it's a POV RPG game. Hopefully find an enemy soon. There's one.
Yep, right off the bat. So you can see, you shoot slingshot at him, and then you take turns attacking. The blue bar is mana. That's how you can tell a magic user. None of these guys are using magic yet. Because, there we go. So, everyone gets, you have magic attacks and stuff. It's very, very rudimentary, but it's also very, very good.
Mm-hmm. It was very
Back behind there was a scorpion that I'm not ready to fight yet, but I can't go over there anyway because I'm such a low level that going over those spikes would kill me.
Yeah. This is again, POV RPG. Great. You could pick your team, right? You
Yes.
weren't stuck with these four. Yeah, you could pick a team. It's a very, 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 very good game. For its
You
time,
created
it's fantastic.
characters, created classes, everything.
I don't know what else there is to say about Yendorian Tales without doing an entire episode on it.
Yeah, the storyline is very, very simple fantasy. Here's the bad guy. He's trying to do the bad thing. Go get rid of him.
But I mean, you didn't really need that. If you were a real fan of this genre,
Mm-hmm.
it was something that you were very much down with doing. There's actually a game out right now. It's essentially just this game's skin with a few different changes that you can play on your phone now because it's so low powered, obviously. But yeah, this is a fantastic POV RPG. I don't even know where you can get this now except for to play it like on DOSBox, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's how I play it. Now, there are the retro video game savvy among you would very much recognize this. There's a game that was almost identical to this, except it went a lot more in depth, and it was not turn-based, so everything was real-time. It made it a lot harder. Unless you opened up like menus or something, then it would pause, so you could like select magic things to use and the enemies wouldn't attack you in the middle of it. But like if you just sit there, you could see the enemies moving around instead of they move when you move and so on. And that game was the original Might and Magic.
Tasty. Don't want to dive into that. 'Cause I didn't
It was
like
very
that game.
good.
Was it though?
Yeah, and then also the other game that is like that I
It's
wanted
definitely
to
not
mention.
like this.
No, the other game that I wanted to mention, we will play speedily in the background. We'll play this one at double speed because it's a lot slower starting off.
This is easily in the top 10 greatest video games of all time.
It's definitely, I think, my favorite game from 1998.
Oh, sure. Why not? I'll give it that title without even looking at the list. But it's in the top 10 greatest video games of all time.
Yeah, it's so good. So
if you're familiar with the King's Quest series, which not a lot of people are, if we're being honest.
if you're familiar with the King's Quest series, this game is nothing like it.
This is true. So the King's Quest series was essentially a point-and-click adventure game.
Mm-hmm.
And even the newest incarnation, which came out 3 years ago,
It's pretty dang close to
is
that.
almost the same thing.
Mhm.
It's still a point-and-click adventure game. This was the only entry in the series that was essentially... It was a combat simulator.
Yeah,
in some
it's an
senses, I
action
guess.
RPG. This
Yeah.
one is, and it's very much beat the crap out of a goblin here. Let me get close enough to punch him. There we go. I can't beat the crap out of you without running closer.
It's true.
It's a very good game. And me having almost absolute knowledge of this game, I went
Pretty
to
darn near.
an area that you're not supposed to go to until you're level 5. I went there at level 1 because I wanted the crossbow early, which is an item you get right here, because who doesn't want a crossbow?
And let's be honest, this is kind of the age well before real open world games. So stuff like this wasn't something heard of, really.
Yeah.
Like being able to go to areas you weren't supposed to go to before. Games weren't really didn't really allow you to do that.
And like you constantly have the ability to return to areas you came from, and so on and so on.
Almost open world.
It's very, very cool. And then there wasn't a lot of interconnectability. Like sometimes you would find a secret passage and say, "Oh, that's how I get to that place." But it was never like nothing interconnectable like Dark Souls, where you know it's like, "Hey, what's this? There's a tunnel here." You walk out, you go,
Yeah.
nothing like that. But and yeah, I do that. I don't know why. While people are talking, I spin around.
Yeah. Well, this is easily some of my very fondest childhood memories. Is the two of us watching our father play this game when we were too young to be allowed to play this game.
Watching Dad play this, or being really bad at stuff, and so one of us taking over the keyboard controls and the other taking over the mouse controls, because we weren't smart enough to figure out that all these buttons, insert home, page up, delete, all these buttons, delete too, all these buttons. And then the arrow keys, we didn't, because this was before people, they standardized WASD. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to, like, go to here, and I'm going to, like, do that. There we go.
More stuff.
Because who wants to see that guy? He's still there. And we, oh, what am I talking about?
I don't know. Tell me.
Oh yeah, and so we never did realize, and I'm gonna blow your mind just now, that all these keys you have up here that you would use, and the arrow keys, if you turn off numlock, you have access to the arrow keys and all those other keys right here with your hand.
Magnificent.
And that was why they used the buttons they did.
Wow. Yeah, this is one of those games that has a very, very solid storyline, which is very stereotypical of the King's Quest series. All the King's Quest games had a very clear, very phenomenal storyline. This is the very first of the games that we played that had real storylines to them, honestly. Because we played games since, I was 5 and you were 3. Excuse me. But, I mean, none of them had those direct storylines. Like, Sonic didn't really have a clear storyline. Road Rash is not a story at all.
What about Boogie Bookworm?
You can leave. But this was still from our early childhood. Fantastic game if you like an action RPG. It's still pretty point and click for all intents and purposes. They kept that formula, but it definitely introduced a very, very different gameplay style than all of the other King's Quest games. Just drastically different.
It was the only one with like real actual like a fighting health level up system that you see in RPGs today, which I think they got that from the previous entry from Sierra, and I forgot her name. Why can't I think of her name?
I'm trying to think of it too. She's a legend.
Yeah. Oh. Her name had an R, like Rebecca or something like that.
Rebecca St. James, she was a great video game developer, for being honest.
My favorite Australian female singer, video game developer, minus the video game developer.
We're going to look it up. King's Quest.
Roberta Williams.
Roberta Williams.
I got it before you looked it up.
I'll give you that.
And I think she took a page from the Krondor series, which is what Sierra made just before this game.
Man, Sierra used to be awesome.
Are they even still a thing? I mean, like,
yeah,
they returned for the new King's Quest, but I didn't see anything between like a few games after this. Like I think the newest game from them that I ever saw was their pro bass fishing game,
which is also really good though.
Yeah, it was actually good. and then skip straight to the new entries from King's Quest, like 2015.
2015, 2014. Did you ever beat that?
No, I didn't. I never got the other packs.
Oh, I did. I'm going to do it. I'm thinking about bringing it to the hospital and playing with that sometime. Sorry, tangent.
That'd be awesome.
So we're going to make a mental note here that's a hard left. We're very well aware that this is essentially a podcast that you have to watch.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we ever said, now you can see this thing is going on, so we're not going to talk about it.
That's true, but we are relying on visuals a lot. Like right now we're watching this game.
And we're not really saying enough about it.
We're not describing it enough. This is Connor. You see Connor? He doesn't have brown pants.
Those pants are green.
Shh, they don't know that.
They're about to be brown, though, once he poops them. No, actually, no. They're going to be brown in about...
3,
No.
7, 12.
Here. 5,
Oh.
4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, wrong house, dang it. I thought this was a brown pants house.
1. Wrong.
You can see me looking around because I thought this was the brown pants house.
I love that you made the same mistake twice.
Yeah,
Did he mention he was autistic?
I am, 100%.
There's a couple squirrely looking dudes.
I started saying that lately, and I don't know why.
I don't know.
Like, all the time, 100%, everything.
100%. 100% autism. I'm done with my pipe, I think.
Yeah, me too. Mine's
good.
down.
So this combination, let's take a jump back to the pipes and the drinks. The drink is good, the pipe is good, the combination is
Not good.
garbage.
Yeah,
We
it's
knew
not
it
the
would
worst
be.
thing I've ever had, but it's not good.
Well, we've had some rough stuff. It's my apologies, that was loud. It's
But
definitely.
having not tasted the pipe for a while, this is really good again.
I'm gonna take the pipe away for a minute. Then I'm gonna trust you.
Take a sip of water.
Oh, do I bring my water in here?
No, but there's water right behind you.
Oh, gross. All right, fine. It's yours or Brooks.
Mine,
Who am
I think.
Let's say I don't know who I'm kissing right now.
Oh, surely you've kissed both of us in the past.
Oh,
Like, hard on the face.
Yeah, definitely.
Take that.
Sean now has an axe. He's beating the guy with the axe. He's gonna die.
Nah, because I keep healing like a cheater.
I don't think healing is cheating in this game. That's part of the game.
No, because I'm in a duel with that guy. You don't heal while you're in a duel.
That's only in Dark Souls. Oh my goodness, I need to sit on a pillow. I'm gonna go grab something.
Okay.
Pillow.
There's one right there.
My butt's about to be on whoever's pillow this is. Heard no.
Oh, we missed a great part. Hold on, we have to
Was it
take
you
that step
killing
back.
that thing? Oh, okay.
No, it was going to this bit. Okay, so I'm going to describe it to anyone who may be, like, whenever we put these on audio-only things. It's one of the best jokes in the series. Oh, I say that. There's so many good jokes in the series.
This is a good one, though.
Yeah. We go up to the outhouse and open the door to see what's inside, and what have we here? A Spriggan, a monster, on the toilet with a newspaper. Spriggans normally use clubs. This one has a newspaper that he beats you with, and it does more damage than any of the clubs.
It's also amazing because he's taking a dump.
Poop jokes.
Poop.
Juke popes.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So that was that thing.
Yeah, so we're just gonna... Shwip.
And we're not actually playing a game on this stream like we have the past two.
I say that we can. We have that option.
Oh, I'm
But
not
that was
against
the...
it.
Because, I mean, we've only been going for 42 minutes.
That's true. That's a very short podcast length.
Yeah.
Usually try to
So
hit
we
an hour.
could find something.
Ah.
Stop it!
Clickety clackety click.
Enter my Steam Guard key that you guys aren't
7,
allowed to see.
8. Sorry, I'll stop. 3. Sorry, I'll stop. 5.
Oh, but you don't know the last digit.
It's 3.
It's a good thing that number just restarted. Haha, now you guys can't log into my Steam.
Oh no. What will it
Even though you don't know my Steam ID or my password to begin with. So, like, if you want to do something for a little bit.
the Call of Cthulhu. It was really good. Hey, they're releasing a special edition of the Cuphead soundtrack on vinyl, which is the thing that I'm interested in. And there's Cuphead.
Hey, look, vinyl.
Hey, plastic.
Okay, so... Oh, that would be a good blast from the past, wouldn't it?
Okay.
Let's see.
Crash Bandicoot. It's very good.
The Insane Trilogy. Yeah, the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy is the remastered of Crash Bandicoot, the first 3 games. Dishonored 2, Don't Store, New Doom. New Doom! I don't have any Elder Scrolls installed on this computer for some the heck reason.
Gang Beasts.
I bought that game for you and we've never played it.
I don't know why not. Every time we
Do
get
you
on,
know the
wanna
game?
play the thing. No, I don't know things.
It is a...
Gang of Beasts?
It's a ragdoll physics...
Oh.
Okay. It's a ragdoll physics literal battle royale, not the new, like, last person alive type battle royale. It's the old style wrestling battle royale. You win by ring out pretty much exclusively.
Yes.
Well, I say that. There are ring outs, you throw people out into the ring, but there's also, like, ways of them dying, like meat shredders or trains, things like that.
Just like real life.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. So, golf with friends, that's a fun game.
Golf with friends. That is a fun game, though.
Do you have your phone with you?
Yeah.
Let's play around with this.
All right.
I don't. Are there any that you can do with just 2 people? I don't think so. We need a 3rd person. I say that's too bad.
You know what else is too bad?
My man.
Yes. Too bad.
Yes, we have so many. I have 143 games on Steam. I think is the number.
So that's too many.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you're aware.
Yeah. 100%. So. Have you played this, Worms?
Probably not. It doesn't look familiar.
Let's get on here. It's a little bit different from regular Worms. It's probably going to be too loud.
Okay.
So
I love
be
loud
prepared
ones.
to turn down the master volume.
Okay.
Movars, the master vampire, he is biting me.
This isn't working.
Kickapoo.
Ooh.
Kickapoo.
I hate chicken poo.
There we go.
That was loud. Team 17.
Okay, so this game is probably best with a controller. I played with WASD and the mouse is terrible. Like, just letting you know.
It's still kind of loud.
Still extremely loud. He said I am extremely loud. Multiplayer local. There we go.
I'm local.
Okay, so we're gonna add a player. I'll be the Teamsters. You be the Boffins.
I love boffins.
Do you want an AI or nah?
No.
Okay. Let's just pick a random place. The Frontier. That eliminates airstrikes. I like airstrikes. So we'll do the Rainforest. There we go.
Okay. Destroy a
teleport
rainforest.
in off turn time. Since the Nethers are good at, let's kick up the turn time to 90. Put on the beginner scheme with 90. There we go. Okay. And that's the way.
Okay. That's the way? Uh-huh. I like it. Uh-huh.
Okay.
So this is...
I don't know the controls for a controller, by the way.
This
we'll
is
have to figure
like
it out.
if Worms Armageddon was in the Rayman universe.
Yeah. 100%. So who's first?
The boffins. Great. I have no clue what's
The
happening.
controller's on a short leash. You may want to scoot in.
Ah! I don't...
Okay.
It's James Brown. I don't know what any of these buttons do.
I'm assuming circle or options opens the menu.
Circle.
Okay. I didn't mean to say options, I meant to say share. L1 and R1, or R1, R2, or L1, L2, something like that, probably adjust the fuse.
I got a mighty good thing.
Not bad. For your
You'll
first
regret
attempt.
that.
For your first attempt.
Not bad. For your first attempt. Is it stick or D-pad?
D-pad is moving your weapons around. A stick is actual movement.
Okay.
And then R2 and L2
Yes,
are
sir.
zoom in, zoom out. Smarter people would probably have had this game pre-prepared.
Probably.
But we're not into that.
Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and grab a baseball bat.
Oh! X is one of the jumps. I have not figured out the other one.
It's X.
Alright.
I'm used to it being square, so there you go. Yeah.
Hit me.
All right.
Alright.
Feel that
Well,
so
Yay!
X was jumping a moment ago.
I know I hit square. You said X, and I immediately my mind
Careful
went
now.
away to like PC controller controls instead of PlayStation controls. Even though we're using a PlayStation controller. Uh-oh.
And? Oh, that's right, square.
Yeah, see? We're very used to certain buttons. You got it.
Home run! That's a dead worm.
A very dead worm.
That's the
Oh,
deadest
I'm
worm
going
I've ever
to real quick Alt-Tab and go to this, so just in case there's any chart.
We're not expecting it at this point.
Is that a Lobot?
Directly. What does it do? Do you get inside of it?
Yes.
What is happening?
100% you get inside it.
You get inside of 100% or 100% you get inside of it?
Yes.
You know what the worst part about today is?
What's that? Oh no.
Oh no! The worst part about today is not doing cigars. We can't say touch tips.
Leave me alone, man.
But it's not doing what?
Not having cigars means we can't touch tips today.
Oh yeah.
So nice.
But take your pipe back.
Okay, hold on. Oh!
Touch tips and smoke it later. There you are.
Oh. Oh. So, kamikaze. The prod. The sheep. So there's no kamikaze at this point, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. I don't know where it would be.
Blowtorch, teleport, tasty worm lick.
What?
I don't. What?
Mischievous drone?
That drove so mischievous.
Don't get too close.
Really?
Yeah, if it hurts you, you lose your second shot. You almost got hit.
I'll get you.
Oh,
What?
You've miced.
What?
Significantly. Just
Grab it.
just what I need to pull ahead.
Is it though?
I don't know.
With this.
Das Boost.
Das Boot. So the graphics here are exactly like they were designed by a Rain Man artist.
Yeah, I like it quite a bit. I wonder if Team 17 is now owned by Ubisoft.
Everything's owned by Ubisoft.
We have the Holy Hand Grenade. Not yet, we have 3 turns until that
We
happens.
have the holy hand grenade.
Grenade.
I'm very proud of you. That was
Bye-bye!
that was magnificent.
Flawless.
I can't be mad about how good that was.
So for those of you not watching, I stuck a grenade right in his hole.
Right in his hole. So let's get where's the dynamite?
Right there.
Wow.
That was a great move by me.
Yeah. I guess it did some damage.
It did.
You'll regret that.
Well, that's actually not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Is it Paula's turn?
You're a
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Surprise.
Surprise!
Surprise, Talamorara.
That's my surprise. What?
Reporting for duty.
What is happening?
I'm in a helicopter.
What is it? What is it doing? What's happening? Are you serious?
Ah, I hit the ground,
You fool.
which caused me to do damage to myself as I shot. You lucky dog.
That's me. I'm a dog. I'm lucky. Who's going to get to this crate first?
Yo, mama.
No, probably not.
Feel that soul.
Darwin. What have we here? A worm select. It allows you to select your worm.
I've already got my worm. Thanks.
I think you can make that jump.
Says my opponent.
Yeah, that's me.
Let's go for the grenade.
Your
again.
appendix.
I don't have an appendix.
I don't know what is the function of the human appendix,
So I hit the
but
wrong
in my
button.
species, the appendix is a planet exploding device. Ooh.
So I just died.
I wonder what this does.
I think it sets people afire.
Hi. You're nothing, fool.
Well done.
Upgrade materials.
Excellent.
You collected banana seeds. I don't want to see a replay. Screw
See you
you.
later, alligator. Wow.
Screw your face.
Who am okay.
Oh, but you have a mech. I don't know what the mech's abilities are. I think it punches, maybe?
Watch it.
Ooh. Do it again. Do it again. Mufasa, Mufasa, Mufasa.
Boring.
Oh, I guess you can only do it once. Okay.
It takes half your health. Well, I'm a
Yes,
giant
sir.
monster now.
Freaking whatever. We respect your sacrifice, Boggy.
3, 2, 1.
What a shot! That's a magnificent
Whoa
shot. by the
there.
way.
I was hoping I could destroy the mech and deal some damage to you, but no such luck. Those mechs have a lot of health, it seems.
Come over here. Alright.
Wow!
So what can do the most damage to this thing?
You could get in a helicopter yourself if you want.
Well, I could.
Like,
Alright.
easily just kick me out of it.
Just you wait.
Who'd that kill?
One of your worms.
Okay, perfect.
We're gonna watch this instant replay because I'm not really sure what happened.
Go away.
Alright. You 100% killed you.
I was most. Oh, hold on.
Oh.
I'm dead.
Yes. Okay, so let's see what happened here.
Okay, you blew up this thing,
That
which
blew
didn't
up.
cause no blow, just knocked Hurt B into the floor.
So it killed your guy. Or what ended up killing my guy. Doc Bruce was damaged aggressively.
You dealt a bit. You dealt a bit.
I
You dealt
bet.
about
1,000.
80 damage to yourself with a holy hand grenade, and then fell in the fire for another 53-ish. For a total of 133.
I'm not upset with what happened though. What?
Well, that's interesting.
What does it do?
I don't know.
Hi.
Here's what you meant to do, Tyler.
Ow.
Too hot. In a hot tub. Wow.
Hi.
Oh no, no, get away, get away, get away! I was stuck on the thing.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Oh, ow! Too hot. In a hot tub.
Feel that
Feels
soul.
right.
Alright, Einstein. I love how the one with the James Brown voice, like, most of them are named after, like, a brilliant scientist or physicist. I don't know if that's a tank or a mortar launcher. I'm not sure. Well then.
Now.
Now turn around. Not quite. Yeah, tanks can jump. For whatever the heck reason. Is that crack new? Like, did you put that there with the tank?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
But that did no damage.
I really don't know why or how. But hey. Spotted weapons of mass destruction.
You get squirreled on this.
Rocket League calls. Okay.
Because why not at this point, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Teleport. Worm select.
Me next.
Worms.
How do I?
Hit square. How do you get square?
I don't know how to. I don't know what to do.
Well, you failed at selecting a worm. We know that much. I'm disappointed.
I'm hoping that was enough to destroy that mech. Yes, it is.
That guy's dead.
Certainly. All right, there we go.
Nice pull a pin on the grenade. Alright.
And just as a disrespect,
Get on down.
I dumped your tombstone, which was a good movie.
Get on up. Wow.
You're at 44?
Mm-hmm.
Grenade.
Maybe close enough to do it. Want to see?
I'll get you.
No, not quite. Oh, yeah.
How much I bet you're that worm's turn too?
Unstoppable.
That'd be funny.
It is not. Okay, so I'm going to...
Give a banana. You have the holy banana.
I do have a banana.
What is all this crap?
Crafting. Can I craft a concrete donkey? I need more banana seeds.
I've never heard that sentence in my whole life.
Okay, so I'm gonna craft a Liberty
Cogs
Strike.
are in motion.
There we go.
Hello.
Which will be ready in a turn or two.
In a turn or two.
In a day or two. Okay, so I'm just gonna...
Fire in the hole.
Too high. What a day to be too high.
Because it's Got it.
Marijuana day.
It's the marijuana day.
That would just be mean if that's what you're gonna do.
Ow.
No.
Go away.
10 damage.
7.
7 damage. Worth it.
3, sir.
5, sir.
I'm on it.
Alright. Now let's try this new Liberty Strike.
The perfect payload.
Me.
See what it's all about.
See if you can blow up a tank and kill both my guys. Whoa, wait, what's happening? That's phenomenal.
I don't think I did any damage to you, but I like it.
I had to have done some. Wow.
It definitely blew up the tank.
Which would do some.
Oh, it didn't?
No.
Wow.
Holy cow. What a tough thing.
I agree.
Wow. How do you switch left and right?
R1, L1. Oh, the wind's blowing the wrong way. We won't get flamed. Maybe a tiny bit.
No.
Just you wait.
I am waiting.
I've been waiting for half a week.
Yes, sir.
It's time for jazz hands.
Time for jazz.
Jazz square.
I hardly even know her.
Huh?
Sometimes
I use a homing missile, I think.
I don't know, you tell me. He said as he yawned aggressively. Just trying to blow up the tank, I guess.
I'll put it right in here. Maybe I'll get you with it too. No, I have to hit it at this angle so I don't hit the other things. So I have to give it a very wide sweeping arc.
The wind is also ridiculous.
Wind doesn't affect these very much.
Well,
Dodge
sure, but it's a
this.
very, very strong wind, so good luck.
I was afraid of that.
Are you afraid of it?
I was terrified. I was shaking in my boobs.
Sean was shaking in his boobs.
Boring.
Okay, well that was a thing I wish I wouldn't have never done.
Here.
That was, I think, a tiny waste of a
I'm on it.
Useless
bunker
weapon?
buster. I will use my bunker buster though, as I like the bunker buster. I'll drop it on this guy's face.
Bombs
Kick a
away.
poo.
Take a poo. Ah, okay. Not massive amounts of damage, but
Oh, bloody.
They only do 30 for a direct hit.
I am 30.
Yes, sir.
Like if they did too much more, it would be considerably overpowered. I think.
Loser.
All right.
This is gonna be
Where's it gonna go?
You pick it and then you get to aim and fire after this, right?
Yes, correct.
Hit square.
Yep. Ready, aim, fire.
So good.
Will it go? I don't think so.
Please return the war. Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's...
You can dismantle your banana
Yeah, I'd rather not.
from our banana seeds. May the force be with you. Because this is not going to work. I'll be very proud if you do it.
Hi.
Wrong button. I almost pushed square to jump back. That'd have been hilarious.
That's going to be a bad shot.
Catch.
I was afraid of giving it too much power, so I gave it too little.
Oh, that's easily the best, second best.
What was that?
That's something that blew up.
Oh, the gun. There was a mounted weapon there. Higher.
Take me home. Do my thing. Hi.
Boggy special sauce and sticky donkey paste.
Oh, I thought you could move afterwards.
Supplies.
Nope. Why do you think I haven't been teleporting?
Because you're dumb.
That's a valid answer, honestly.
Hey, that's a bad thing.
James Brown.
You heard it straight from the worm's mouth.
Did we though? Did we really?
Probably.
Oh.
Chow down.
That one should be good.
That's about as direct of a hit as it could have been.
Ow.
Also, you'll hear things splashing, and you won't know what they are. It's bits of the earth are blown away, and then they splash and blast. I don't know how to do it. Like, you have to take it, and then activate it with square, and then do something after that. I don't know. Maybe you have to do, like, triangle. What was it?
R1.
Square again? R1? But you have to do it before you move, and I figured that out the wrong way.
By moving?
Yeah. Alright, so we know where you want to put it. It'll be really hard to put it there because of that hole, though.
How do you make the timer longer?
L1, R1.
Where do you see that that's happening?
I don't know. It takes a while to pop
There we
up
go.
for some reason. I have no idea why.
Just you wait.
Wow.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Oh! Got him! That's gonna be my shot of the day.
100%. Oh yeah, for some reason, the touchpad moves the mouse.
Man.
I want to get a view right here. Can I zoom in?
I'm not mad about that.
That was a brilliant shot.
Alright. You're still decimating
Let's
me,
go.
by the way. You have one perfectly healthy boy.
Yeah. What can I use?
Well, you can kill my one guy, who's becoming a bit of a problem.
Do something.
But there's really nothing I can do.
I would just burrow. Or drive the Rocket League car, whatever.
So I'm gonna make.
He's gonna make nothing. A sheep on a rope.
What's this? Anti-vehicle rocket that
Yeah.
lands in a subsequent turn. I don't get it. Armageddon.
Dynamite.
I don't have enough to make really anything good. What's this? Nothing I can really do.
OMG, lol strike.
Okay, what is a tasty worm lick? Bombs on a rope fired and embeds into the landscape. That's pretty cool.
Come on then.
Okay.
Dodge this.
Oh,
Well done, though.
if it wasn't for that stuff in the way, that would have been awesome.
Would've been awesome.
Laser. I'ma get on down.
Ah, a bazooka. Good thing you picked up another one of those.
I know.
Get on down. Come on. Get on.
I was just about to suggest you do that.
Get on up.
No!
Get on up.
Or whatever. Yes! Yes!
Wait a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yes, sir.
Balls! Several. Just make it quick.
There we go.
What?
What?
I'll get you a second. Give me 1 second.
I'll do 1 second.
Alright.
Maybe.
Sure, wow.
Oh, I can't go backwards. That's what the deal is. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, it doesn't expand the song I much thought it would. I just gave you the win. Potentially.
Potentially.
Bummer. Ain't gonna stop me dancing.
If I had anything to do.
The grenade. You can't get to my other guy. Except for maybe with the homing missile. You'd have to put it way over the top so it has to curve back around. It'd be really difficult to do, I think.
Wow.
New plan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna get funky right here.
Get to safety. Ooh, I like the effect on that. It looks better than the old one. I think everything looks better than the old one, honestly.
Boring.
Who's drilling?
Supplies are here.
Surprise.
Ready.
Alright, what do I have?
Nothing. Let me like it.
Cunning.
How intimate.
Just leave me be.
So I took my worm with full health and completely trapped him in the hole he dug for himself.
That's kind of poetic all of a sudden. So what to use now?
And the thing is, he has no way to kill me. Without also killing himself.
Kamikaze. Well,
Victory.
okay. That was that.
That was that. And also, unlike the last time, with the last game, it actually allows for a victory screen. Okay, so we're gonna...
I did more damage.
Yeah. You did, because you did, like, multiple times you got... Most of your kills were significant overkill kills.
That's true. Yeah.
And also, you killed some of your own worms.
Does that count?
Yeah, because, see, in order to perfectly kill you, I would have had to deal 800 damage. I dealt 517 damage.
Also, I got top worms, so screw you.
See, I only killed half your worms.
Well, beautiful.
Okay. That's still making sound. Now it's not.
Get that sound out
Okay,
of here.
so now we need to switch back to the other screen.
Switch back.
all on the floor.
So what do we learn today?
That I am a little better than you at worms, and we
True.
should not pair a New York sour with
A pipe? Or you're gonna say sea dog?
I was gonna say Sea Dog.
Sea dog.
I'm
is a
sure there's some
terrible pairing.
pipes. I bet a light English or the
Me.
capstan would be good.
I'm a light English.
Would be good with this. We'll see how good this watery bit at the bottom is. Oh, it tastes like something I've had before.
Delightfully tangy,
Yet
yet
robust.
robust.
No, it does. It tastes like something I've had before. What is that something?
That last drink was strong.
Yeah, it was sour and thin and watery and I don't know.
I don't have an answer for you.
It's a grape thing, is what it tastes like. It tastes like a grape thing.
It's a grape thing.
Okay. Don't look. I'm
My
picking
eyes
the
are
closing
shut.
music.
My what?
The closing music. I'm choosing it.
Okay, eyes are still closed.
The reason why you're not looking is because I'm going to talk about at least my opinions and how I perceive this band after you listen to this song.
Okay.
But if you don't know this song from this band's newest album,
Okay.
you will not guess that it is the band.
Okay.
And so I want you to hear it for that reason. So I want you to, as you're listening, give your opinions of the music and say what type of band you think it is and see if you can guess the band
Okay.
as we're listening.
Oh, it's already Dragon Force.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot how fast it was in the beginning. That's too bad.
You forgot that Herman Lee is too recognizable.
Yeah.
So this is Dragon Force for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Listen to the singer though. Should skip ahead a bit.
What is this nonsense? It's better.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's better. Who is this?
It's Dragon Force.
Wait, but who's the singer? This isn't the same guy.
Hold on.
Maybe it is.
So he goes a little bit higher. It's the same guy. He's just
This is-
singing lower. He's not screaming. It sounds. I like it so much.
We went right into like fantasy metal.
Yeah. Okay. So now here's how I perceive this band. So this band started off, and in their earlier years, from my listening to not master. In my listening to them, they always seemed very the type of power metal you would hear in like the type of power metal you would hear in like anime and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was their earlier stuff. As they aged and you get like into the Inhuman Rampage years and stuff, they became more like what you would think of as the classic hair power metal. And then like their last like 2 albums, like this one's 2017, it's the newest one. That one and like the one before, it became like the really good, like still having the Dragon Force flair that you obviously heard. Actually, there's another song of theirs from this album that I'm actually going to go back to.
Exclamation point.
Yeah, there's an exclamation point in it. Right here. But it's, I mean, they've become so like the manly power metal like you'd expect. Like they used to sound so much like Stradivarius. The what's I forget now. The it has Rampage in the title.
Inhuman Rampage?
Inhuman Rampage, yeah. They sound a lot like Stradivarius in my opinion. But now they're still power metal, but it's like the deeper, like the cool power metal, like Camelot, that sort of thing. Okay, and so I'm gonna actually play 2 songs for you, so you can hear 2, like the what I consider the spectrum of this new album. So there's this one. This is probably the one I should have showed you. The first bit makes me think of Fade to Black at the very beginning. but it changes a bit. This is actually the one that I think you wouldn't have guessed, and I should have played this one. I just like Hatred and Revenge a bit better.
That other one was just it sounds exactly like Herman Lee guitars, but guitar. I'm saying it wrong.
And then
metal.
Would you have thought that was Herman Lee?
No.
But I didn't play it because, I guess, see, I don't think as much about music as you do. He sounds more like him. The singer sounds more like himself. I think. Actually, no. I got when you get to the chorus, he sounds more like himself. Now he just sounds like a guy from Ailstorm during the verses.
I would have said this was Ailstorm. I would have guessed Ailstorm. I would have got Herman Lee there.
See,
That's
that's definitely the guy.
yeah.
And now check us out. The Edge of the World. It's a completely different direction. I love it. And like it stays like that.
For 11 minutes.
It's well, I never didn't listen to the whole song, so it may change halfway through. But this song makes me think of what band? So you
Dream
guess.
Theater. But continue.
Okay, so not an epic band or a power metal band or anything. I want to see if you would guess the band that I would think this sounds like, between the music and the singer and everything. We'll go back to where the old music ended with him singing.
Well, you're thinking of because of the way this sounds. You're thinking of both My Valentine.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm thinking Tenacious D.
Okay, that's fair too. It sounds like it's an intro to a Bullet song.
But we'll go ahead a bit. I mean, like, I always like this band, but this album is so good. Justin Herman Lee to you? I mean, it just sounds like everyone does this sort of thing.
That one you're right.
Like, this is just such a manly album.
That sounds like James LaBrie. This just sounds like a Bolt from My Valentine song. This sounds like a Bolt from My Valentine cover of a Metallica song.
The way the song is designed to be played, and even compared to this new stuff they have, I have to assume that this song is a cover. It may not be, but it just sounds like
It sounds like a cover. But I don't know what. I mean, obviously, we have this stuff when we go back. That's
like it didn't sound like Herman Lee until that bit
It's
right
like this
there.
stupid dick tapping.
Uh-huh.
That's insane. That right there is that's quintessential Dragon Force solo.
Yeah. I mean, I have to say, Herman Lee is my favorite British Chinese guitar player,
Yeah.
like of all time.
The best British Chinese guitar player. Who even else comes close?
Scott. Is that his name? Scott Sam?
Who are you
It's the
talking
S
about?
name, the other guitar player.
He's not English Chinese.
I know, but you didn't say what other
just-
English Chinese comes close. You said who else comes close. He comes close. He's almost as good.
He's almost Chinese English.
He might very well be English. I don't know. I'm
knows?
assuming they all are. I don't know.
I don't know the answer to that.
Let's see what Google has to say about
Come on,
about
Google.
this. How do I go to artist?
Oh, that's a terrible album cover. So far.
So we'll just go to the artist. Here we go. A metal band based in London, UK. Okay,
Oh,
there we go. Yeah,
Well,
they're
that's about
English.
as British as it
Yeah.
gets, you know. London.
London might be the most British city I know of.
Westchester?
Eastchester.
North Chester.
Chester Bennington.
You got too far.
He did.
He did. Oh, thank you. We still need a fart cam.
No, Mike.
No, I want a camera down there too.
Everyone look at my butt as I flatulate.
Sean Moperly. Okay. Well,
I think we have to end now. Like, even if we have something else to talk about, I think we're required to end because we played the music.
that's true. We played the music.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, that'll be as far as we're going with this particular episode of this thing. I gotta take these off to see this last bit. It's killing me.
Yeah.
So this one was a little bit weird, and it definitely was paced very differently. But whatever. We'll try to make it a little more structured and a little bit. What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know, but you're probably wrong.
Who knows?
I doubt we're gonna do all that.
I'm just staring at my knee, listening to us talk. It's throwing me off. With any luck.
I'm gonna say this directly to you, Tyler. Goodbye, everyone.
Why'd you talk?
I'm talking right into your ear. That's how that works, right?